I took a bus across Mexico. And that was the craziest damn thing I've ever done.
Like, what do you mean across Mexico?
Okay, so from the Gulf of Mexico side all the way to the other side, below
Like
California
Baja
side.
Cala? What's
Yeah,
it called?
the Sea of Cortez.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I take this bus across, and
How long of a journey was this?
oh man, it was really long, really really long. I don't even remember. It took forever. And I remember going across. We were going through the desert to Mexico, and we started going up this hill, and it was like a mountainside, and we got all the way up to the top of the mountain. We're so high it's in the desert, and we're so high in the mountains. There's snow.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, Lord, man, this is crazy. And the road is like, it's like a bicycle path, how skinny it is. And we're in a bus, and there's other buses coming the opposite way, and they were like almost touching, scraping as they scrape by each other. And I'm looking out the window, and I can't even see the road. All I could just see straight off a cliff, like thousands of feet down. And I was just like, dang.
It's not like an American road.
No, man, that was the sketchiest thing ever. It started making me feel sick. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die on this bus. And as the whole trip, I kept looking down, and I saw like a bunch of like dust at the bottom, like specks, like black specks all across, all the way down this whole road. And this is a long road through the mountains and stuff. And I keep seeing all these like, look like pepper down there. We get to the end of the mountain, and we're coming down the mountainside. And as we look closer, I noticed all those black specks were cars. Cars. Thousands of cars that have fallen off this mountain cliff. And I guess exploded. It caught fire down at the bottom.
Jesus.
But there's like thousands of cars down there. And I was like, oh, snap, I'm not doing that again.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so.
Do you remember where that's at?
I don't know.
Sorry,
Somewhere in
guys,
the
no
Sonora
warnings.
Desert. Somewhere in the Sonora Desert.
Oh, wow.
And so we come off that mountain, and we're driving through, and we get stopped by Mexican military. They said they're Mexican military, but they didn't look real, like official.
Oh, no.
It looked like some people just dressed up and stuff.
Cartel
They had
members.
some drug dog, like a canine. It looked like some stray coyote they found and just put a leash on it. And so they go up on the bus, right, and they start asking everybody, who's Mexican, who's not Mexican, and this and that. And they're like, if you're not Mexican, raise your hand. And I was like, I was fixing to raise it, and the dude next to me grabbed my arm. He's like, don't do that. He's telling me Spanish. No. He's like, be quiet. And I was like, oh, okay. So then they start checking everybody who's not Mexican, and they tell them, get off the bus. We're going to search you. So they get off the bus. I stay on the bus, right? And the guy was like, you're Mexican. Tell him you're Mexican. So those Mexican army guys start walking down the bus, checking papers. They get to me, and I'm telling them in Spanish. By then I've been living there a couple of years. About a year, so my Spanish was pretty good, and I knew Spanish already, anyways. And so I tell him, "Nah, I'm Mexican." He's like, "Where's your papers?" I was like, "I lost my wallet. I don't have nothing." And he's like, "All right, whatever." And so they just let me alone, and they took like 6 people off the bus, and that bus left without them. Those 6 people, they took their bags and everything, and we left them 6 people on the side of a desert highway with some fake-looking Mexican military people.
Jesus.
So I don't know if any of them ever got. They probably stayed in that desert.
That guy saved your life.
Yeah, probably.